And in the yard for you today, we've got this lovely little Mg Midget. It's a 1966. It's got the painted wires, it's got the chrome, it's ready to be enjoyed. Lovely, lovely car, very sensibly priced. We sold this car 18 months ago to a gentleman. He's had some fun with it. He's used it and been out with his son on days out with it. And due to a house move, he's no longer got any storage, and we've bought it back off him. We're quite happy to sell it on again. Now, we sold it last time for £6,500. It does want a service because he hasn't done it since he's had it. He's not used it that much. And there's a couple of bits of jobs that want doing. Little tiny things like this badge look, you just need to go and get one of those off the internet. Just bits that want sorting out. Read the description. There's nothing you need to do to use the car, but there's little tiny jobs anyone could improve. It's just nice, isn't it? Lovely. I like how the interior matches really well. Overall, it's really good. Incredibly solid. Watch the underside bit. And watch the rest of the video. You'll see it driving around. It's a really good fun car. Quick look under the engine bay here. Really does run smoothly, this car. Really does. It's cold at the minute. I've only just started it, but even so, it's just off choke and ticking over nicely. All nice and solid down on the inner wings. Really solid across the bulkhead there. To the ID badge down there as well. So there we go, that's your under bonnet. Okay, just starting in the boot lid here. Just want to show you that this is the hood all rolled up, and the tonneau cover, and also the frame for the hood and the spare wheel. So everything does fit in the boot. It takes a little bit of manoeuvring to get the hood in diagonally across, but it does fit in and it stores out the way. Okay, so we've took the hood out of the boot, and just going to show you inside the boot now. You can see how solid it is right in there. There's a petrol pump, there's a fuel filler pipe, there's the other corner of the boot, and there's a proper spoked spare wheel as well. So that's the inside of the boot. Okay, we've loosely got the tonneau cover, whichever way you want to say it on. So these are great if you're just going nipping out and maybe you just want to drive around on your own. What you can do with these is unzip it like that, tuck this bit behind your seat, which I'm going to struggle to do one-handed. I'll just put it there, you'll get the idea. And then you can drive singly like that and get all the warmth of the engine and everything, and they still look good just sat like that. There it is. I've tucked it away properly. Again, you can just do a couple more catches. I think there's a couple of these. Oh, there's just one missing from the front there, but they're easy jobs to do, and you can still use it like it is. That's the cover, tonneau cover. Here's the hood frame. Again, it stores in the boots. With this car, you don't have a hood that sits here. It all comes off and you get them lovely clean lines right through. And people are always wary of these, like, oh, it's a big job. It's not, to be honest. This splits in half here, and you just lift it off out these two poles here, and you put it in the boot. It's as easy as that. It folds up. 2 minutes of a job to do it. The gentleman who's had the car since we sold it last has never used the hood. It's just took it out of the garage on fine days. But there's your hood frame. It's in good condition. No corrosion or anything. All the rivets are all good. That's your hood frame. Okay, we've got the hood on. We haven't got every clip on. There's 2 clips missing there. Haven't just pulled them in yet. The gentleman who hasn't used it, and it just needs stretching out a bit. So we've got it nice and taut now. It's clipped in at the front like it should be. Just going to leave it stretching a bit, and then we'll worry about getting those corners on. You can see the windows are clear. No cracks in them. It's fairly clean. Maybe do a little scrub inside. There you go. Get you home without getting you wet on it. let's go on the underside tour of the lovely little MG. We're going to start in the passenger side front corner, and you can see the tyre here. They're a matching set of tyres, virtually a new set when it was sold 18 months ago. Still got pips on, everything's good in here. Lots of signs of grease and stuff there up on the track rods. Disc brakes at the front here, good flexible brake pipe up there. Back of the wood wheel well is really good, nice and solid. You can see we've got it picked up on a block of wood right there. And that section of the chassis coming back towards the front is really good. The chassis cross member is really good as we get into the centre. Underside of the engine showing some signs of oil leakage, which is what we'd expect to see. Underside of the radiator all nice and dry. Anti-roll bar looking alright there. Towing points both been shoved in, but there you go, they seem to have been done the same. And they're still solid, and right at the end of the chassis there is still solid as well. Moving on to the driver's side front wheel, again, really good tyre, matching all round. Signs of grease and everything where it should be. Looking nice and solid under there. Again, another good flexible brake pipe when I get my hand out of the way for you. And the back of the wheel arch is all good and solid, and you can see we've got it lifted up on a block of wood there again. And that chassis leg there is again all solid. So we'll move into the midsection of the car. Don't really need my torch here. You can see how solid the floor plan is. Good solid exhaust pipe coming through. Underside of the gearbox, again showing minimal signs of oil, that's what we expect. The car is wet, we've just been out on the road doing the road test. The other side of the foot pan on the passenger driver's side is really solid. You can see it right down there, look at it. Really solid and straight. And we'll move through to the rear section of the car. I'm on the driver's side. This is the spring hanging area. And you can see again, we've got it lifted up on a block of wood. There's no issues with the structure of the car whatsoever. Here's the suspension unit. The leaf springs in good order. Bump stops in place. The check straps in place. Good copper brake pipe going across there. Again, plenty of signs of grease on the handbrake and everything. This is the rear of the body tub. Another good flexible brake pipe. No furring up onto the brake connections. And as we come across that back of the body panel there, you can see the front of the diff and the PTO shaft, the prop shaft. Handbrake cable with the grease nipple on it. End of the exhaust, good clamp, again, no signs of corrosion. Another good suspension unit as we come onto the passenger side. Good spring here. And again, look at the mounting area, look where we've got it picked up on a block. It's a solid car. If we come through here, it's bump stops in place, check straps in place. You can see the brake pipe there, all good. You can actually see what looks like a, you won't be able to see it from my torch, but the wheel cylinder looks like to be quite new. There you go, it's just focused in. It's all nice and silver. Again, coming right to the back of the car now, the rear spring hanging locations, you can see how solid they are. The back box is okay. The underside of the petrol tank's okay. It's got some flaky stuff on it, but it's all nice and solid. As we go right to the back of the car, so the other spring hanger, and you can see it's all good. Here's the other set of matching tyres. That's one side, and that's the other side. Nice solid car, no structural problems whatsoever. We're going to talk a little bit about the bodywork on the MG. Virtually, if you get up close with the microscope on every panel, you will find some faults. There's little bits of chips there where the door closes. The sill's good on this side. The painted wheels could do with a really good clean. There's little chips here where the bonnet's been opening. There's flaws. Oh, maybe not on this wing, maybe it's on the top of the other. The chrome work's good. It's not brand new. So that overrider could do with changing. A little bit pitted. But it matches the car. Everything is as it should be for this type of car. This is a car you can go and park anywhere and enjoy. A little bit of a touching somewhere on the top of that wing. Bad to see on the phone, but it is there. Just bits everywhere. The paint's just starting to grade at the bottom of that sill. But again, don't rush out and do it. It's not spoiling anything. Little bits of chips on the bonnet. Again, good chrome, but not perfect. Door's good, nice and straight. Thing is with these doors, they do both open and shut exactly as they should. Good going across here. We need a couple of catches for the hood, just those little press stud type ones, one at each side. Going to the back wing, it's all good. Look how straight it is down the lines. Chrome again, perfectly matches the car, not immaculate. Showing a few signs of age, but nothing really wrong with it. Already mentioned the badges missing there. And this last wing again, look down the lines of the car, very, very straight. This door opens and closes exactly as it should. No issues whatsoever. If you're going to buy an MG, buy a solid one and don't worry about all them cosmetic issues I've just pointed out, because they can be fixed. What can't be fixed so easily is getting the welding gear out and putting new floor plans in. This is a solid, very usable car that could be improved if you desire to.